Oh, deep breaths. Right, hello again, YouTube. It's been a month since I uploaded, and my last upload was a special one actually. It was me celebrating 5,000 subscribers with Project Proton in the background, and we spoke about future plans for this little automotive channel of mine. And that day, after filming that 5,000 subscriber special with the Proton behind me, I actually went straight to my parents' house and I started filming my dad finishing off the Proton. And I was filming a video and it was all going well. I was motivated to film. The content was there for me to film. And I filmed the first part of my dad finishing off the Proton for me. My dad, being my dad, couldn't finish that job in that same day. So I then just lost interest in filming and lost interest in YouTube. And I ended up saying to my dad, look, have the Proton back when you can finish it off. You do it in your own time. I'm not bothered about YouTube at the moment. I'm not bothered about filming. I didn't finish filming it, so it was never a whole video. So it was then never a video to upload. And since then I've been, well, this channel's been dormant. Yeah, I think that's the word. Like, this channel's been dormant. I've taken a month off YouTube and filming, which has been nice, but there's been quite a few reasons why I've taken that break. You know, me reaching 5,000 subscribers is a cool thing, it's a good thing. And in that video, I spoke about future plans for the channel and all the uploads to come with the Proton and the abarth. But as I say, I kind of accidentally ended up taking quite a lengthy break off YouTube. And I now feel like I'm ready to explain or be open and honest with you guys, because I like to, and it's kind of like a therapy session for me as well. And I just feel like I'm ready to now find my feet with this filming YouTube kind of stuff and kind of get back into it. So you guessed it, guys. This is a talking video. I have got a lot to say. Hear me out if you guys want to. If you don't want to, then fair enough. A lot has changed. I'm going to tell you what's changed, why, thought processes and all that kind of stuff. So let's get into it, I guess. Talking of the Proton, actually, the Proton did surprisingly well for my YouTube viewing numbers and made me reach that 5,000 subscribers, as I said in that 5,000 subscriber special video. And part of me probably felt like the Proton's coming to an end, and maybe that made me lose interest in then filming the Proton and maybe help me lose interest in YouTube. I don't know. But I know a big factor in why I have been the way I have been lately is because me reaching that big birthday in July, which I did. I turned 30 in July, so now my age will start with a 3 now instead of a 2. And it kind of hit me hard and made me rethink my life. Now, I'm probably not old enough to have like a midlife crisis, but I feel like hitting that milestone of an age for me made me rethink my life and my life choices, aka, am I happy doing YouTube? Why am I doing YouTube if I'm not a full-time YouTuber yet? Is it something I want to continue? Am I happy with the cars I own? What other cars should I own? Should I get rid of my car? Should I keep them? I've been struggling with some health things, which I've kind of been open and honest with you guys about as well. And I feel like everything just came to like a head, as they say. And I was thinking, car stuff, health stuff, car stuff, health stuff. Am I happy with this? Am I not happy with this? I'm not happy with this. I am happy with this. Everything was going on in my head, and I just needed to take a break off YouTube. It wasn't meant to be for this long, but whilst I've been off YouTube, I've kind of liked it because I've been trying to sort out some real life situations and stuff going on in my head. And as I say, now a lot has changed because of me changing stuff. I feel like I've got a bit of a clearer head, and I feel like I can now think, oh, why don't I get back to filming those videos that I did for that YouTube channel of mine? So here we are. Health-wise, it's nothing too serious. I don't mind talking about it. Basically, just quickly kind of glossing over it, because I don't like to talk about it too much, but it really annoys me. I've had a long-term shoulder injury for over 2 years now, and it kind of, I wasn't getting the right kind of information on that injury. And then where I was using my good shoulder, I've now basically got 2 really bad shoulders. Finally seeing some consultants, he's then thrown an operation on the cards where I could be out of work for a long time, and I'm a big wuss. I don't want to have operation, and I'm very scared. So now they're trying to find other ways to kind of help me so I don't have to have an operation. So both my shoulders are now knackered, which means I really can't do a lot. Washing my car, I used to love washing my car or trying to fix cars, and I really haven't got the strength in my shoulders because it physically hurts me to use both my arms, to be honest. So that has had a knock-on effect on filming, I suppose, and massively it's affected my life. Basically, I'm not being like over the top here, but it has, because It affects everything I do, and when I'm in pain, I'm obviously in pain, I'm hurting, I'm upset, I'm frustrated, and so the health thing has been kind of out there a bit more because it's been something I've been seeking more advice for recently. So that's been weighing on my mind a lot more than it normally would. But we might be getting somewhere, but not yet. It's a very long process. So that's the health thing out the way, I suppose. So whilst it's been great taking a break from YouTube to sort some things out, I've also felt a bit lost because YouTube is like a big part of my life. Going out of a weekend filming, coming home after work most evenings on the computer, editing the video. It was really good at keeping my mind busy. Now, where I haven't been filming, I've also had nothing to edit. I've had nothing to do with an evening as such, so I'm just relying on the rubbish TV, and I've lost my way in life because I didn't have the YouTube big hobby to kind of keep me going. And let's talk about basically the car situation, because they've both gone. Just going to be honest. I have to be honest. That's what this video is all about. The abarth and the proton have gone. So I kind of recently made a YouTube video where I was going to sell the abarth. I swapped all the plates over, and I'd had awful quotes from We Buying a Car, and I was going to do it, but I changed my mind. I thought, I've got K-Tech on board. I like my abarth. It gets me to the bad abarth meets. Now, I've also said this before, that my abarth isn't my daily car. I have a works van. I'm grateful to have a works van. It takes me to and from work. I can't use it in my own time, so I did still need a car. But I'm not going to lie, the abarth was on finance, so it was then sitting there at least 5 days a week, at least, hang on. So it was sitting on my driveway at least 5 days a week, costing me a few £100 for the privilege of that abarth getting dusty on my driveway. And then sometimes of a weekend where I'd be in pain with my shoulders, I wouldn't even take the abarth out. So sometimes the car would literally be sat there 7 days a week. Basically, the car would be sat there for a whole week, is what I'm trying to say, and it might go to the shops and back, and that's it. And I was thinking, hang on, I'm paying for a nice car, a few £100, which isn't cheap, to be sat there. I'm not using it. I'd rather have a car that I own outright and it sits there because it wouldn't hurt my bank account so much. But then I thought, but I'm tied up with the K-Tech stuff, which I'm really happy to have them on board. So I just had to be honest with myself. If the abarth's going, I've got to obviously have talks with K-Tech, be honest with them, and then I've got a sort of situation of how to get out of the abarth because it's on finance, and how can I go about that. After me filming that abarth video where I said I was going to sell it but I'm going to keep it, I did legitimately, as I said in a few videos also, I went out and bought a load of mods. I had an exhaust system sat in my house, all boxed up, induction kit sat in the house all boxed up, and a dump valve. So I knew these things were worth money. I knew that obviously if the abarth went, these are brand new car parts for an abarth, they would sell. Didn't know how quickly. So when I had booked the abarth in to be sold at We Buy Any Car, I started to sell these brand new parts. I got my money back with the brand new car parts, so I wasn't lying to you guys. I was going to modify the abarth. I had literally boxes of parts sat in the house, but I just thought, while the abarth hasn't got these parts on, it's better to get rid of it now than get my dad to fit these parts, take them back off to then sell them. So yeah, the abarth then had all its plates changed over to its original 67 plate. I had talks with K-Tech saying it's been nice working with you, but I'm going to pull out because obviously I'm not going to have an abarth, there's no point, and they were very understanding. And with that, I put the abarth in to We Buy Any Car, and I turned up one evening and it was a done deal. She wasn't going to be mine anymore. Now, because the car was on finance, I just thought it was way easier and quicker and more simpler to get rid of the car to We Buy Any Car. I've done it a few times in the past. Don't get me wrong, I've made a big loss, but the money that I'm saving each month can pay for that loss eventually. So I'm not bothered about that. I have thought it through. Yeah, I just thought it was best for the abarth to go. It just cost me a lot of money just sitting on my driveway, doing absolutely nothing, looking dirty, looking sorry for itself. I don't know, the car for some reason was just hurting me drive it, so I thought it's really not worth me keeping that car. When the Proton came into my life, I also had the Proton and the abarth, and I made a joke out loud to myself, and I said, wouldn't it be funny if the Proton outstayed the abarth? The Proton did. The abarth went, and I still had the Project Proton on my driveway. I was like, what's my life come to? Like, just got rid of a 2017 Abarth for like an ex-scrap car Proton. And then it crossed my mind, right, okay, well, I've still got this Proton, I own it outright. It's had a lot of work done to it, a lot of money spending on it. Well, that's fine. I had 2 cars that I didn't need. I've now got 1 car I don't really need, but I own it outright, as I say. I'll just keep the Proton then. And with the Abarth stuff, like, I don't have any regrets in life, to be honest, and you know, I don't regret buying it. I think it was my 5th one, so I think I was always trying to compare it to some of the better ones I'd owned, and because I was just desperate to own that and Abarth, it was a bit tatty on the surface, and it wasn't the top spec, and I was just always comparing it to the better ones I'd owned, so I never loved it as much as some of my previous Abarths. I don't regret owning my 5th one, and I just want to say a big thank you to you guys that watch the videos. I was legitimately going to modify it. I had the parts here, but also I didn't go through with it because the car's obviously gone. And a big thanks to all the memories that I've made with my local Bath club, of course, Bad Bath South Coast. Went to one of their meets yesterday evening, actually, in my new car, and I've made some friends there no matter what car I own, and I had some good memories taking Abarth number 5 to some of their amazing events this year, and like I said, I hope to go to some more, to be honest. So no regrets. Glad I owned Abarth number 5. It was never going to be as good as some of my previous ones, and it just wasn't literally worth me keeping it. So then it comes to the Proton, and all the Proton needed for it to be sellable was the paintwork. So as I said, I did the 5,000 subscriber special, went straight over to my parents, and I started filming, and my dad started kind of rubbing down the MOT rust repair that it had done, just to kind of finish it up a bit. I had bought proper colour coded paint, and I thought, right, when the car's all painted up and looks good, it's then either a nice car for me to keep and it's a classic rare car, or I thought I'll just sell it, try and get some money back from the Proton to put into the Abarth loss, and to maybe find my feet again with money and stuff and sort myself out. So eventually my dad managed to get the car all blue again. He did a really good job, and I thought I'm just going to stick it up there for sale. And because it's such a weird, rare car, if it was a Honda Civic of that era, it would have sold really quickly. I didn't know what it was worth, but I knew the amount of money that I'd spent on it, which was quite a bit. To be honest, I just wanted to break even. I wasn't going to be greedy. And in the end, the car was just staying for sale longer than I would have liked it to. And then a situation happened with a new car. Yeah. So where I work, when I started, there was a car in the works car park, and I said to the people at work, "Oh, that car is nice. Who owns that?" And this guy said, "Oh, it's his." And then the guy said, "Oh, yeah, it's my car." So I thought, "Oh, cool." This guy then approached me saying that he's getting a brand new car, and this older car, he's going to look at selling it. So he said, "Would you be interested? Because I know you like it." And I said, "Yeah." So basically, a deal happened where I was buying another car, so which made the Proton sale desperate. Right, this car just needs to go because I want to have the money to buy this other car. And so I reduced the Proton, and then out of nowhere, this is how it happens sometimes. Out of nowhere, some guy was like, "Can you drop it 5 minutes down the road and I'll buy it?" So I made a bit of a loss, but not being funny, most of the cars I tend to move on, I do pretty well. So I thought, I'm just glad I spent more money on it than what I sold it for, but I'm really glad and happy with myself that I managed to sell the car, give it a new lease of life, and the guy who's bought it, I think he's into his cars anyway, and he's going to have it for a year or two, and he's going to just have it as a runaround, basically. So, Abarth is gone, Proton has gone, there is a new car. So in my head, there wasn't ever meant to be a new car coming into the equation so quickly. What I was kind of thinking was get rid of the Abarth, get rid of the Proton, sort my finances out a bit, then save a couple of grand, and I had a car in mind that I wanted to buy. It wasn't this car, and this car didn't also cost me that much. But sometimes, you know, I'll see cars for sale that I just feel like I have to have, and you just have to find the money to make things happen. And with this car being offered to me from a guy at work, and I like the car, I had to have the car, so everything kind of happened in a different order. But sometimes if things are meant to be, they're meant to be, and you've got to take those opportunities, and that's what I've done with this new car. So there will be a video to come after this of the kind of new car reveal. It's a brand of car I've owned 2 times. One time this brand has been on my channel, the other time it hasn't because I wasn't really doing YouTube, I don't think. But it might have been on my channel a few times. But we have a new brand of car, something I wasn't expecting to own, and that is a modifiable car. So that will be to come. Now, when it comes to me doing this YouTube stuff again, you know, I was trying to strive hard to be a full-time YouTuber, and I was being like every week doing an upload. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you if you don't see me upload weekly, are you happy with that? Because I kind of want to kind of get more of my spare time back as my spare time and not spend every evening kind of editing. And although I've got content to film on my new car and my parents' car still, but yeah, let me know what you guys think. Do you still feel I should try and keep to weekly uploads, or you don't care one upload as long as I upload kind of consistently? Let me know your thoughts. But there is, you know, I'm still going to carry on at YouTube. I'm maybe not going to try so hard and just keep it more casual. So this is a start. I'm making this video, and then I'll go and film the new car really soon, and we'll kind of crack on with that, keep my head busy. We'll get back onto the YouTube stuff, reveal the car, see what you guys think. I've got a couple of little things to do to it already, and it's a really nice bang for buck car, that's for sure. I totally understand that I've let a few of you Abarth fans down. You know, I mainly bought the Abarth to kind of boost my channel. It didn't really work, and then I was paying hundreds of pounds for this Abarth just to sit there, and it wasn't doing the numbers for my channel. So from that point of view, there was just no point, obviously. And I understand, obviously, if I lose a load of subscribers because I don't have the Abarth. However, you know, as I say, this new car I own outright. It's probably better spec than the Abarth anyway. It's not a car I'd think I'd own, and I'm glad I have, because it's just come out of a random situation. And yeah, it's been a nice kind of month or so off of YouTube in a way, just focusing on stuff behind the scenes, my health and my head, and trying to settle into work a bit more and get focused on that to forget about my health situation and car money stuff. But I feel like I'm getting there, hence why I'm now making this video. It's been quite funny because my parents have been going to Abarth meets without me, of course, and other local car events, and they've actually had a few people come up to them saying, when's Amber getting back on YouTube? So thanks to you guys that have asked about me. This hasn't been like a publicity stunt, like, oh my god, where's Amber? She died. Like, I'm not after attention. And, you know, I've had a couple of close friends kind of message me on my Instagram asking if I'm okay, and I've just said, look, just trying to sort stuff out behind the scenes. But now I feel like we're getting somewhere. I'm making this video, and there's going to be more to come. So sorry I haven't been like my upbeat kind of self, maybe like, hey, I'm just trying to get used to being on camera and talking again. Thanks for watching this video. Let me know your thoughts. Do you guys think I've done the right thing with the Abarth? I hope you feel like I've done right with the Proton, because I chucked loads of money into it. I saved the car, lost a little bit of money, but the car lives. Let me know if you're happy to see me again. Let me know if you're unhappy with some of the decisions I've made. You're all open to an opinion, as long as you don't really hurt my feelings. And I will see you in another video, which will be more interesting than me just standing here talking. But I felt like this video needed to be had. So thanks for watching, and we'll do a car reveal video coming after this one. And I have actually owned the car for a couple of weeks, so don't worry guys, it's not going anywhere just yet. My private plates are on it, so in my head it's a keeper. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching guys, appreciate the love and support.